Okay, this is gonna be a new series. I bought this house and I brought this car with me, and I'm gonna show it to you. It's a 1976 special edition Trans Am, black on black. I got it for I think 1,800 bucks. I bought it before I moved. I was bored, but then I got this shop. So this is, if you're interested in, I'm gonna do the whole thing, but I'm also gonna do a real. Let's call this the first video, and here's the problems I'm coming up with just to get started. I'm not a restorer. I'm an ex-carpenter, but I needed something to do. So let me flip this viewfinder back around. So here it is. It's, as you can see, this is the rear quarter. The rest of the car is in, pretty decent shape. The doors are sagging. There's the hood. Again, this is the condition it came in. I'm sure this is a matching block, but you can see the intake's missing. And by the way, this shop came with an auto lift, and I built some shelves and so on. But anyway, the first thing is, where do you get the parts? So I started looking on Craigslist, and there's a door on there for $200. I'm thinking about getting, and this rear quarter panel, it's like 500 bucks. So if you're going to do a quarter panel, you got to have a welder. So this shop actually came with a welder. But then, as I start looking, they got the wrong bottle for this MIG welder. So I gotta switch that. And then I had to buy a welding helmet. So anyway, I have to get a bottle of the right mix. This is, by the way, I had to buy a video camera too, because I wanted to, make a history on this build. So anyway, if you're interested, and this is for me too, mostly for me. And let's see if we can see the inside. See how this camera works. It's actually got the gold edition bezel dashboard. Let me see if the zoom works. You can't really tell, but that's the gold bezel in there. You see the headliner is missing. I think I have it somewhere else. Let's see what else we can see. The seats are in here. There's a carb sitting down there. So as time goes by, I'm gonna get the right lighting and so on. Then it also came with, there's the headliner. Came with an extra hood. There's some radiator shroud. This is not the correct hood. Came with all kinds of parts that I haven't even searched through yet. Some more parts down here. Sorry if this camera swings fast. Another spare console. Looks like somebody sprayed it black. There's a control arm, I think it's called, and so on. So like I said, this is going to be the first video. It might show up edited wrong and so on. I'm going to have to work on that. So, all these people that are making videos, there's a lot of time involved. And this camera I'm using is let's see, I'll try to read it. It's a Sony HDR 7R11. Picked it up for $100 off, what is it, Give It Up or some new app that I put on my iPhone. By the way, here's a Harley that I rebuilt before I moved. I just new tires, new fluids, rebuilt the disc, found a shield on Craigslist. Out of the GPS that's up in the house, because I found out a year before that if you don't use your GPSs, they get rusted inside. At least I live in Washington. So, to make a documentary of what you're doing, you got to have a camera, you got to have a tripod, you got to have a welder, you got to have the parts. Do I want to make this car into a show car? I don't know yet. I mean, it's a lot of money. I'm thinking about maybe updating the suspension and the engine. I just like the shape of this car. Again, since this is kind of for me, I said I was an ex-carpenter, which is true. And I'm trying my camera out because it's the first video. Here's all the shelves I built. Trying to zoom. Lots of tools. So that oil catcher, I don't know what you call it, came with this house also. An engine lift. I had an engine lift. Motorcycle lift came with it. You know, the things I built in here are these shelves. That table, that's really nice. That is really nice. You gotta have a table to roll around. And if Joe, if you watch this video, because like I said, this is the first video. There's this room in here. I'll play with the zoom again. Apparently this guy, all these shelves, everything in here I haven't touched. I mean, I put some books right there. And by the way, they're all Firebird information. Trans Am. I think this guy used to, in fact I know he did. I found a picture of he rebuilt a Sport Fury, a 64 Sport Fury. And so he's got this schematic of an engine. I think he put a 440 in it. Maybe I'll dig that picture out. He bought the car. The bodywork was all done, it was all painted, but besides that, it was, a rolling chassis. And then this was insulated. So I think he used to hang out here in the winter. So, because like I said, I'm in Washington. This room will get cold. And then there's a door here. Just gonna go back out. That's the sliding door that slides that way. This is the door. The main door is the driveway. Goes to the street. More shelves I built. I remodeled the house too, so there's doors I pulled out. And there's another door that swings that way. And there's also storage up there. It'd be nice to have a set of stairs. Thinking about doing that. But, we're, again, everything you have to think out. If I put the stairs in, they're going to stick out about 6 feet. So I don't know. And I'm not in any rush. Oh, by the way, it came with this house also came with this acetylene torch. And that does have that is the correct tank, oxygen. Oh, by the way, I was looking online, toying with the idea of another engine because this is missing all the pulleys and so on. So, I mean, how do you know, not being a Trans Am person, how do you know where every piece goes? It just isn't that easy. You buy a donor car or you buy a donor engine. And I can't see, like I said earlier, I can't see the point of just throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at this. And the other door is in good shape. You can see that this door, let's play with this. This door needs a new door scanner or a new door. That's why I was looking for a door. So the worst area of this whole car is here. Let's see if this will focus. Pontiac. No, that's a Edelbrock carb. So I guess that's it. First video. You'll learn how to upload. I'll turn this light off. Here's another portable acetylene tank, I guess. I mean, we have two different tanks here. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not interested right now, actually. But it's a beautiful shop. I'm gonna walk outside. The house is up there. Oh, sorry, I'm not used to going slow. There's the side of the shop. Driveway. Anyway, that's it. I'll probably upload this video even if it stinks, just because this is the first video. Oh, came with a hydrant. There's water down here, but it leaks, so I found this in my junk pile. This way I can at least turn the water on and off. If not, watch. I'll turn this off. Look how much it leaks. And there was a tool that came with it. I used to be able to hit it. There, see that? It stopped. So it must mean there's a washer or something that needs to be replaced. But like I said, I remodeled the whole house. That took 6 months. So the car is just something to keep me busy. This trailer came with it. I'm also trying to make this video long on purpose to see how much YouTube will take. And if it will take this format from this camera. Over here there's a see how the steady stabilizer, whatever they call it, works. There's like a seasonal wetland creek down in here. It goes like that, kind of back over that way, and this is just a really wild area out there. Thinking about putting a bridge way over there. Like I see, I'm just killing some time here. Let's see if it'll upload a long video. Here's the fence line. Let me just walk over here. So if you were to follow this fence, this property plot, just a guess, it probably goes about, I don't know if I can see the fence. Let's see. I'm looking for the fence on the other end. I can't see it. I'd say it goes about 400 feet that way. And it goes up this hill. To the corner of my property, which is up near my up over the driveway, past my house. That's probably 700 feet. And here, there's nothing in here. This is just a wild area. It'd be actually nice to put a little junkyard over there for parts. Oh, by the way, somewhere back over here, I can't see it. I'm just going to zoom. Again, this is a little viewfinder. It's hard to see. Somewhere back in there, one of those trees that we can't even see. The trunk is probably 15 feet around. That's the biggest tree I could find on this property. Oh, I don't know if you noticed. Property also came with a decent air compressor. It takes 2 hours to mow this place. Luckily it's summer. It's slowed down. And I guess that area over there is kind of a wetlands area, but I can't really find any water. Basically it's this creek. So again, I'm just killing time. I can't tell how long. I'm looking at my view screen. This is 18 minutes. I'm just going to keep going. I want to get up to 30 minutes. So if anybody watches this, just take it for what it is. Take the camera for what it's doing. Let me know if you do watch it. Some kind of apple tree here. I'm gonna lock the shop. Walk back up to the house. Okay, I'm just kind of carrying this camera as I walk. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm probably on I'd say every 3 feet, maybe it drops a foot. Thinking about putting a horse corral here for the old lady. This is the right of way. It goes to that house over there. It's my neighbor. There's another gate. Okay, zoom back out. Keep walking. Just for also doing a microphone check on this camera. I have no idea how good I can hear it. We're walking up the hill towards the house. let's see. Here's the house. It's on top of the hill, by the way. It's the highest house in this area. I'd say there's about, I don't know, 10 houses around. 3-car garage. I'm out of breath, I'm out of shape, I'm 62. And that's all wild down in there. I mean, that probably goes 5 acres of nothing. Right down. See if I can see my hand. Made a trail through there. There's my truck. Propane tank. That came with it for a fireplace I don't use. A generator backup that comes on if the power goes out. There's the driveway again. And now, must be getting there. I got 21 minutes. The front door that nobody ever uses. I don't know if you can hear it. Hear that? In the background there's some animal. I don't know what it is. It's not a horse. It's kind of And we're going into the 3-car garage. When I bought this house, it wasn't permitted, so I had to go through a hell to. I had to rewire it. Put in anchor bolts. That's a weird thing. But they signed it off after a bunch of work. Engineer checked it. Put on these hurricane clips. Call them H somethings. Move that light. Put this ladder in. Put a door in. Right there. See that wood handle? Had to sheetrock this whole wall. Those doors we were looking at in the garage, the sliding door used to be here. There was a window here. There was a window over there. That's illegal because the garage has to be fire rated. Then I moved this, I guess we're way off track from the Trans Am, but like I say, I'm making this video. Had to move the water heater out here, pressure tank out here. I didn't have to, but I'll show you why I did. So I'll turn this light off. See how this shoots in the dark. I'd say back over here is like looking in a dark closet. So we'll see how this shows up. That's pretty dark. Oh, here's a car I got. It's called a Chrysler 300C. All-wheel drive. It snows once in a while. Not bad. Which, by the way, the key is in my pocket. All I got to do is I locked it. I never had a car like this. It's nice. It's used. It's got a Hemi. Oh, by the way, if anybody watches this, I'm not rich. I just work real hard. I fixed up a couple houses. So everything we have is paid for cash. But that doesn't mean we're rich. It just means that every dime counts. Anyway, I'm up to 25 minutes. So this room here used to be the garage, and when we moved in, I can't show you a picture, but this was a slab floor, and that door used to be right to my left. That was the original door into the house. I reused that. So a lot of work. I had to fur all these walls out to, not all of them, but that one, and to there with 2x6 for insulation because of the energy rules. That's where the door used to be. I put in French doors. Luckily, I know how to do something. That's what I'm best at. Out of the bathroom. That's a recycled fiberglass shower, the cheapest long boy toilet. Out of the closet for storage. You can never get enough. Built-in desk for her. I had to have something here to make this room work. That kind of filled in the space. Another closet. And she's got all kinds of degrees. Let's see. Graceland, Bachelor of Science, Master in Science. She's a nurse, School of Nursing, degree of Bachelor of Arts. I don't know if that's focused. I don't know why it's not focusing. Focus there. Again, I'm checking my camera. There it is. I got 2 minutes left. And her dad was a Hall of Fame football player. I don't know if that'll focus. It was one of his football cards. I guess he's the most valuable player for the Rams, which used to be in LA in 1956. Another trophy. Where he was when he was young. Magazine. He went to Cal. He was believe it or not, they put him in the Hall of Fame at Cal. And I still got 1 minute left. Now this, again, I don't know, I wasn't with her for this whole history, but this is a racetrack that he ran. He was the guy that, this is in LA somewhere, there's the old, she says that's the old Kaiser something buildings that are deserted. I think they're gone now. I think it's the Riverside Raceway or something like that. He ran this. Built it and ran it. That means he was on site. Okay, 20 seconds left. It doesn't focus as good in the dark. And this was a dog room, actually. And the floor stepped down. My finger. Floor stepped down there. I fixed this room. And that goes to the outside. And that's it.